Hello, welcome to my game. Before we start, I would like to provide a public service announcement. Look at all those batteries in my controller still. Where's the future gone? My PlayStation 4's batteries last like 8 hours. But why the future? Could you not too? What a great way to start off a video for YouTube. In today's episode, we are gonna shoot more pirates. Yes, I defeated the Shoggoth, and it was without you. You missed it. You've ruined everything. That's okay. We're in the cool super secret space pirate base, and we're about to get the supervision, and then we can fight probably one of the better bosses in the game. A pile of rocks. He's beating me. He just fell through my body when he died. Alright, he's dead. Toggle collision off. Oh yeah, I forgot they introduced the enemies this way. I'm not uninstalling the game. You uninstall your life. Ah, these are new pirates. I gotta scan you before I'm allowed to kill you. Flying pirates. They are trained and equipped for airborne assault. I just had water. Why am I burping? My voice seems to be doing a bit better. I had to gargle salt. It was falling apart. But the heat signatures of their jetpacks can be tracked with thermal imaging. Not any of the loud noises or rockets. No, those are too hard to track. Missiles are extremely potent. Their jetpacks can be even more so. So if their pack fails, they'll make a suicide strike. Oh, I get it. You can only lock onto them. You visually lock onto them with a regular visor, but once you get the thermal visor, you can probably fire a missile, lock onto their underneath baddie, and then they do a big super... Okay, screw this. Good night. That's what I thought. How about you? You want some? They just disappear. That's how stupidly powerful the super missiles are. Look at this! It just absorbs him into the ether. Under what circumstance is that alright? It's just gone. I don't think the game's supposed to effectively be a tutorial right now to say use your super missiles, but there's so many boxes floating around with... I mean, you should have more than enough to fire off. What was that, 5? Because it only takes 5 missiles per super missile. And their corpses are dropping missiles, and it's just a big old missile farm. Oh yeah, that is an explosion. Hey look, it's a secret room. A secret room we have to backtrack to after we get the plasma beam, so that we can get a relic. Ice covering this opening can be melted with extreme heat. See, this is how the relics work. We are in Control Tower. And if we look at... Nope, not that one. If we look at the logbook, down artifacts, then one of these is going to say Control Tower. Yep, a tower. Invaders have claimed Fendrana as their own. A tower sits atop their fortress. Collapse it to reveal the chamber where the artifact is held. This part doesn't make any sense to me. The Chozo were supposed to be gone. Oh, no, that's right. Okay, so even if the Chozo were gone well before the pirates showed up, they could see into the future so as to write a hint specifically for Samus, because they also saw that Samus was the person who was going to defeat Metroid Prime. Alright, you won this round, game. You suspended my disbelief. You retconned in the truth. I think that's it. Yeah, there's nothing special over back here. The hell is that static noise? Is it somebody's jetpack failing? I hope it's not the game. It sounds like the game. It's not going away. I hope it's not the Elgato. I could always do it a restart real quick. Hold on. No, it's still there. Let's continue a little bit, see if it gets rid of itself. Can you hear it? I certainly hope not. Whoops, I accidentally both of them. Yeah, that kind of sounds like them, but... Okay, it's barely there now. Oh, did we just go down the wrong hallway? We did, didn't we? We are, in fact, absolutely the dum-dum. Yep, we gotta go down the other side. Oh, well. You can see the big... solar system? No, because it wouldn't be solar, because our sun is sol. Holographic planetary orbital informational display -odol? Shit, what the fuck is the name? The technical name for a display of planets in their orbit. Couldn't tell you. Huh. Alright then. That's what I get. Legitimate? I know that that has a specific word to it. Although that room sort of is kind of like its own planetarium. But that's not what we're going to. When they say control tower, do they just mean that it is a tower that routes the control information? Because there weren't, like, any control anything up here. I'm not playing that game anymore. See you guys later. Ha! It just keeps happening. Alrighty then. Metroids. The name of the game. The Legend of Zelda, where Zelda is the one doing all of the rescuing. We are playing the Metroid, and we will save the universe. I absolutely love that Retro Studios needed to give it a camera once over. And it's got a bit of phase-on energy on him, too. Energy-based parasitic predator. The dominant species of planet SR-388. Metroids can suck the life force out of living things. A Metroid will latch onto its prey and drain energy, growing larger as it does. The only way to shake an attached Metroid is to enter the Morph Ball mode and lay a bomb. We don't have Ice Kabeam. A single little baby Metroid. I love it has its own little, like, pretend animation where it sits there absorbing phase-on from the nearby environment. Alright, I believe a space pirate jumps out of the window after it sees we've taken care of the Metroid threat. Dude, the Metroids are almost adorable when they're in their baby form like that. I mean, there's the terrifying element of having a bunch of orbed eyes. Alright, I'm gonna kill everybody first and then we can come back and scan stuff. Would you not? Damn it. Damn it. Son of bitch. I guess this works. It wasn't my intention, but my FOV is terrible. Apparently the helmet I'm wearing is not pleasant. Hey. Hey, did you realize we may have found where the main research facility is located? There's still one more in here. Where'd he go? Was he up higher? And he's up there. Would you kindly to not to? This is supposed to be veteran mode. And I'm here I am just tanking hits. It just goes to show how much of a game, how much this game is absolutely a puzzle game and not a first-person shooter game. Alright, let's go read that lore we were so rudely interrupted from reading. Oh, I didn't realize that we had a goddamn alarm going. That's fine. The hooked mandibles of the Metroid penetrate the skin of its prey and siphon pure life force energy. So there's no distinctions of energies, and Metroids can suck out heat, but it also apparently sucks out pure life force. which is not quantified at any point in any of the other Metroid games. It just is. Metroid brain scans. Studies show accelerated activity and the parietal lobe during hunting cycles at temperatures above 10 degrees centigrade. Frontal, occipital. Isn't the parietal the strip that sits right behind the ear? Isn't that mostly to do with hearing? Why would they care if the parietal lobe is slightly more active during hunting? Because none of, like, it's not a hormonal element to the brain. It's still part of the big gray matter top cap to the thing. Containment temperature stable at 3 degrees centigrade. Environmental diagnostics satisfactory. Why does this universe use centigrade? Are they really gonna say that, like, the Celsius style degrees of 10 measurement is the absolute universal acceptance? Like, that's what every scientifically advanced community is going to stumble across in all of the entire universe, because the laws of physics are always the same across all of the... Yep. Good. America's just dumb. I agree. On some instances. Internal organs of a Metroid seem to be limited to nucleonic absorption cells and massive energy reservoirs. Huh. So it's literally just like a big brain and also fat cell all at once. Containment fields appear 100% effective after adjustments. Temperatures below 10 degrees centigrade will render Metroids docile.
Recording to logbook.
Space Pirate encrypted data. The reconstruction of Geoform 187, codenamed Ridley, was recently completed. Geoform 187. They're not even referring to him as the general. He's just a dude. He's just another asset for the Space Pirate Army. Command ordered a number of metagenic improvements for him. Though aggressive, we were able to implement these changes in a cycle. The metamorphosis was painful, but quite successful in the end. Early tests indicate a drastic increase in strength, mobility, and offensive capability. Cybernetic modules and armor plating have been added to as well. We believe our creation, now called Meta Ridley, will become the mainstay of our security force, a job he will certainly relish. Huh. So he's not... I imagine most of the Space Pirate Army is distributed with regards to command. Because I was very much under the impression that Ridley had a much more prominent role in the control and presentation of the Space Pirate Army. Stasis tank B11B contaminated beyond acceptable safety standards. Removal squad requested. So the Metroid had already been contaminated, and we just happened to show up at the right time. Internal organs of Metroid seem to be limited to nucleonic absorptions. Oh, wait, wrong one. Nope, I'm gonna keep scanning through this. There we go. Phazon Infusion Stage 6, Subject Metroid. Metroid's subject mass at 180% of previous Phazon cycle, increasing dosage by 4%. Now, it did tell us that Metroids basically just absorb energy and get bigger. Just as much as they would do so with absorbing X parasites, they would also probably just absorb Phazon without really being affected by it too much, in terms of, like, being consumed by it. And yet Metroid Prime 3 is kind of the... Phazon has consumed the Metroid to the point where it becomes the main antagonist on top of Mother Brain? A Mother Brain, anyway. Space Pirate encrusted data encoded. Initial transfer of Metroids to Talon 4's research facilities has been completed. 3 were terminated in an incident at the landing site. The others were pacified and transported safely. Initial Phazon infusion testing is underway. We are eager to observe the effects of Phazon on Metroids, especially their ability to absorb and process the energy given off by Phazon sources. Early research suggests considerable growth in power and size. Whether the creatures stay stable, Yeah. Wow, we're at 50% of the logbook already? Admittedly, there's a lot of logbook to get in the pirate base. Directives in the event of a Metroid attack. Repel the creature with missiles set to maximum concussion. Oh, that's great. All guards must use ice containment gear when transporting Metroids. Ice missiles. Energy-based creatures Metroids show immediately mass increase upon energy absorption. Yeah, they're like a single fat cell with a brain. that just eats energy and gets big. Space pirates encrypted data encoded. Confidence is high regarding Phazon applications. We know enough about Phazon to now begin combining it with space pirate DNA. The code name for this venture will be Project Helix. Preliminary studies indicate that Phazon infusion could produce radical new pirate genomes. Benevolent mutation levels are high in current test subjects. Phazon madness is a concern, but refinements in the infusion process should reduce or neutralize the odds of mental degeneration. I don't know, man. People fucking take steroids. The hell's the difference? Although at this point it really just seems that the pirates are just like, ooh, Phazon, and then just shove it into everything that they find in an attempt to make the big bad. Admittedly, the big bad boss fight here is pretty fun. The Phazon pirate kind of is ridiculous. There we go. I think that's the only one in here, too. Oh, this is just leftovers, I think, of the Parasite Queen. There we go, scan it. Is that a Metroid that I'm hearing floating next to me? I think you can break them out with super missiles. Yeah. Fire. What the hell? Fire. Oh, it's because I'm on not the right one. There we go. Mine. Wow, that blew up the 2 tanks next to it as well. And it didn't hurt me in the slightest. That makes sense. Of course it would make sense. Why wouldn't it make sense? Metroids infused with Phazon strain Vertigo are thriving. We feel they could be Class 1 energy harvesters if proper submission measures are employed. Put a bunch of Metroids on a bunch of leashes. Tell them to go eat. I know you're hungry, boys. Dig in. This tank holds the remnants of Experiment 7526. Conversion of elite pirate unsuccessful. Ah. These are body parts of a pirate that they fucked. Oh, he's got a big clamshell with like a laser gun sticking out of it too. Oh yeah, they do have the big open hand thing where they put the guns on the inside. They're already very, very effective at cyber augmentations, as Ridley is an example of. Metroid dissection continues to provide more questions than answers. Our research teams have isolated the energy conduits that run from the invasive twin mandibles to the energy core in the creature's quadrupedic nucleus. Quadripartite. Partitioned? 4-part partitioned brain bits. But the manner in which a Metroid actually extracts the life force from its prey remains an utter mystery. The victim does not lose blood or any other vital fluids, and yet the Metroid extracts energy. Identifying this energy is our central problem. It takes no physical form, and yet without it, the victim dies. We will continue to research this matter, as the isolation of the life-giving essence could be the key to our ascendance. Yeah, that would be a pretty big... That would be a pretty huge revelation. It's almost as if, like, the Shozo found out and made the fucking Metroids. One big stone boy? I'm gonna finish lores in this room, and then we're gonna go get the thermal visor, and then Big Stone Boy. Quarantine specimen exhibits highly aggressive behavior. Its body structure, composed of Phazon ore, appears nearly invulnerable. This has rendered our effects to train and discipline the subject useless. Speaking of the devil, yeah, they're talking about him right here. It's just a bunch of Phazon rocks, and they can't figure out how to make him not be a dum-dum. Studies of Metroid biology continue, though with limited progress. It seems likely that we will be much more successful using the Metroids for our means, rather than trying to reproduce their powers. If they could be adequately tamed, we would have no need of a proper understanding of their metabolism. A small force of disciplined Metroids could wipe out entire armies, and once we find a way to shield them from cold containment weapons, they'll be invincible. From you, too, you dumb pirates. Furthermore, if we could then harvest the energy they'd consumed, we would have a near limitless supply of power at our potential. Yeah. Good. In Prime 2, they show off a Metroid eating a space pirate, and they comment on the fact that all of his neurological synapses were burnt out, like they sucked the lightning out of him, and he was just completely brain dead, and all of his neurons wouldn't fire anymore, as if that had something to do with life force. But it's good that they don't actually try to explain it, because I don't think they can, because it would be a bullshit explanation if they did. We'd venture into the realm of magic instead of science. Specimen remains in the quarantine area. All experiments have been suspended pending make the bad happenings stop. Titan is suspended indefinitely. Security breaches resulting in massive casualties have occurred. Access is strictly prohibited until further notice. Shit, what was Titan again? No. Look, it's a pretty Metroid. We can break him out and fight him. I think we should. Empty stasis tank for biological subjects. Contaminated beyond acceptable safety standards. Remove immediately. Don't worry, we did it. Should I kill the little baby Metroid? I think we should leave him be. I think he's having a good time on his own over there. Maybe we should bring him a mimosa. Excuse you? Oh shit, I need to scan you, don't I? We scanned him when we were in the big pirate ship up top, but that didn't count towards this one. Ice beetles, burrowing insects with ice-reinforced carapace, averse to heat. The member of the beetle... Dude, you get the plasma beam, you launch a single fire at this guy, just like most other enemies that are... Well, literally just like most other enemies. They just disintegrate from the back forward as they, like, crawl, trying to get away from their body disappearing. Absolutely a horror game. Look at that dark room with them scary pirates in it. Alright, hold on. Good night. And he's done. Oh, he just goes flying. Alright, this room is nice because a bunch of Metroids start breaking out. And I'm not dealing with you. And I'm not dealing with the other one. Good night. Oh, the platform just fell down. Or I fell off. Never mind. That's how that's supposed to be. I think that's all of the pirates in here. Oh! But there's security drones. Another one? No. Alright. So now we just need to find and unlock the shield for this. 3 force fields must be deactivated to access the object. This, I think, is the... No, because we don't have the thermal beam and we don't have the other beam, so we wouldn't be able to figure out where the attachment points are. Thermal visor interfaces will be sent to the quarantine area. Visors will be useful for any personnel involved in the transport of unstable test subjects there. Because it's very cold. I love how this wasn't originally part of our suit, and we can still absorb it anyway because science. Inform command that thermal vision tests will begin soon. Abnormal heat traces are represented as red while looking through the thermal imaging spectrum. Wow, okay. They're not... Can we... Blue? No? Purple. Pink? Green? Oh, I gotta climb to disable all 3 of them. Okay, yep. The 3 force fields are represented as these weird ethereal strands coming out of the back of the computer monitors. That's how science works. I think we were supposed to slowly make our way down the 3 platforms instead of jump all the way down. I say as I fall off again. As much as you technically have proper dual analog stick controls by having this weird aim and also move the stick thing, it's still kind of like tank controls. Not especially, but still kinda. Sorta, maybe. Combat applications are being evaluated by command. Field testing in Ventrana region approved. Use of prototype visors by security personnel approved. This doesn't make much sense to me. Why would a single visor be under the lock and key of multiple jailers here? Multiple holding individuals? Because to be completely honest, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, the concept of the visor, maybe? Maybe it's like a data store? But can they only produce 1 visor at a time and they need to have the force field up to prevent the 3D printer from killing pirates or something? Maybe that's why. Because as soon as I touch it, the lights go out. Commence download to tactical visor prototype for field testing. Wait, what? Testing of thermal imaging software complete. Okay. So I'm downloading a physical... I'm downloading their software on top of stealing a prototype of their visor and integrating it into my suit. Somehow. This is so derpy. Like, it's nowhere around the visor. She touches the center of her face. Yeah, so we touched the 3D printer that was making the visors. That's gotta be what that is. And now we have to worry about more pirate. How dare you? Get out of here. Wow, you only got hit once. Well, twice maybe. Jump backwards further. That will solve your problems. Oh, you know what? These are the, those are the shadow pirates. The ones that go invisible. And there's that terrible background sound effect. Here, let me ruin this for you. The noise that's happening because of the, thermal visor. He's saying, oh, yep, your pre-flight plan. That makes using this visor incredibly uncomfortable. Get out of there. At least it's only there when you're doing nothing at all, which is probably half of the use of the visor. Finding what you're supposed to do next. I guess the power went out, so the Metroids are having an easier time breaking out. Can I not go out that door down there? Which door is that? I am forgetting. That's not the map. Ice beam. Okay, so yeah, this is like a backtrack room. We can't go back out through that door because the ice beam is in the way. We have to go through the rest of the zone with our thermal visor because they turned the power off in an attempt to try to smoke out the hunter. I'm all the way on the other side of the room. How? How did I disturb you to the point where you broke through containment? I guess they need concussive blasts to be hurt. You gonna get me? He got me so good he exploded. So that's what happens when you eat too much food on Thanksgiving. Alright. And then we can go get the spider ball. And that will lead us to... Oh shit, where was it? Let's have to make more cameras. Does that go directly to the pirate base? I thought there was one more location before Pirate Land. Are you just command grabbing? Oh man. Okay. That's fine. We could continue to try to speculate what any of that means. The door has no power. A nearby power conduit must be energized for it to open. A blast of electrical energy will energize the conduit, and use your thermal visor to find it. I still don't know if that's a good or... Oh! Those are the security bots. Oh, you can barely even see them either. The lights are all off, but the security bots are still having a big day. I wonder why the security bot in the first room didn't, like, hang around and try to kill me. More pirates that are supposed to be sneaky boys. With your advanced thermal imaging. Oh, shit. That thing shooting at me? Yep. Stop. I am a master bounty hunter. My greatest skill is being big coward and running in backwards direction. As is the Chozo tradition, I suppose. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. He thinks he's hiding. He thinks he's people. I fell off the ledge. That's fine. Why is the hologram giving off heat signatures? Under what circumstances is that a smart? Although this is good design, though, as we continue to make our way through. We have to fight the invisible pirates, but we can see them now, so they're not scary. Although they weren't scary before, to be honest. And a lot of the ground and environments are easy to see because of the fact that the thermal imaging isn't, might as well kill you. Is it not dead yet? Is that a different one? Or was it just having a big scare? I just accidentally turned around and shot him. Spin faster! Good. You have pleased your master. You may now cease to exist. You have fulfilled your purpose. Oh, what's this over here? It is a glow stick. I thought it was important. Oh, yep, your pre-flight plan. Oh, yep, your pre-flight plan. Why does it have to be like that? In what circumstance did anybody think that that was a good idea? You need another cup of coffee. Hey, we're outside. We don't gotta worry about that nonsense no more. It's a good thing we're not actually locked out and we can just leave. Although I think that's the case for the other rooms as well. Lights off in here as well. Oh yeah, look how goddamn dark that is. You need your thermal visor to be able to see anything at all. Save room still working? Sneaky, sneaky pirates. Oh, that... No, okay, so it is light in here. They turn the lights off, but they can't turn off the light being produced by the hologram. And the fact that there's some vents that go outside. I think this room has an upgrade in it of some kind, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I thought one of the save rooms had an upgrade off of it somewhere. It might be the one right before Thardus. Chief Astrogation? Astrogation. I mean, all of the parts make sense, but I've never actually heard the term before. What would you do? Is that just somebody who studies astrology? The astrogation officer feels our current dual hollow projector system is obsolete. Please review and advise. He's the big science man, and he's like, hey, you want to build me something that's not a piece of shit? And the pirates are like, nah, we only do sciences that make the big explosions happen. All hollow technicians report to main observatory. Maintenance required on both hollow modules. Huh. They make it seem like holograms are, like, difficult to produce in this world or something. Alright, is that door actually locked? Alright, I can't even get to it from here. Dude, don't be that way. I'm leaving. I don't need to murder all of you. It is an unnecessary... Oh, jeez! Oh yeah, I forgot that these also do humming when you're locked on, too. I hate these robots. Like, these... I'm pretty sure this room is... Yep, this room is completely unnecessarily dark. So you have to use thermal imaging to see them. It doesn't really make sense. I mean, thermal imaging is kind of... Well, no, night vision is just increasing the gain. Both of those rooms had the sneaky, sneaky... What if I just run past all of you and leave? Do you care? I don't see why I should have to indiscriminately murder all of you. Seems kind of like a waste of both of our times. Because if you've already scanned everything, there's no, like, reward for finding shit. Oh yeah, and it's all smoky and stuff once you get out here. Alright, here comes the Thardus fight. Watch him miss this one, too. I will save at the save station. Is it this room? Because this is the one right before the Thardus fight. I'll scan those side panels and see if it gives me anything special. I feel like I need to find a different time to stream. That'll probably happen after I start a new job, but... Oh, we could go backtrack with the super missiles and get a bit of nice stuff. Because the reason we can progress now is somewhat because we have the power beam, or we have the thermal visor, and we got the big booms. The big booms reveals something. We have no idea what, except as we remember, an undead door has no power and needs conduits. So now we can actually see where the conduits are, because for some reason they produce heat. Don't ask me. Yep. And the number of bubbles on the door show how many conduits there are. Sometimes you'll get more. We'll end up with like 3 when we're in the underground section. And that door's over there. Still don't have Spider Ball to skip past that section. But we're gonna have Spider Ball now. Come get me. He got me. His mom would be so proud. Oh yeah, I remember this room. This is a good use of the forced ball perspective. Where you've got like a bone bridge. Although, would the pirates be traveling along that bone bridge? Because... yeah, it's out of scan range. Yeah, I have to jump down into the arena first. Would the pirates be out of the range of that bone bridge? Or, like, because we've seen other instances of the pirates specifically only interacting with something. Rock fight. Now. Don't tell me you want to see something and then not show up. But yeah, like, the pirates would be the only ones traversing across that weird bone structure. And also in the very beginning of the game on the ship, there was the section where you had to turn into the morph ball in order to get into the map room. And that was like the morph ball tutorial. Except that was the only way to get in and out of that room. So they would have to crouch and crawl on the ground. Oh, right. Should have multiple setups for this. Well, the fight doesn't last that long, and I've waited long enough. I love how the pirates are like, hey, we can't really tame him, so we're just going to kind of throw him into an arena and hope he doesn't kill everybody that comes into the room. And the battle music. It's just Phazon-infused rocks. What's the big deal? He's like got little bunny ears too. Alright, now we can scan him. Thardus. An animated sentient creature of stone charged with Phazon radiation. The Phazon radiation given off by Thardus negates auto-targeting systems, preventing lock-on, and may be possible to acquire alternate targets with a different visor. The chaotic nature of Phazon irradiation leads to an instability in its structural integrity. Thardus can encase targets in ice, and its colossal size and strength make it a formidable opponent. I mean, its colossal size and telekinetic ability. Are those... oh, those just straight up follow? You can't dodge them? Oh, yeah. Also, I gotta dodge that. So, unfortunately, you gotta do a bit of this fight in Thermal Visor land so you can figure out what his weak spots are. And the big rocks, cause the big can't see. It overloads the Thermal Visor. So, ideally, you're supposed to stop these rocks out of the Thermal Visor, switch back to find the weak spot, and go to town. I blew up your leg. The Phazon came out. And then these are obviously here to give you pickups. Make sure you don't get fucked over. Oh no, you exploded my leg. Oops. There's the other one. Oh shit, I forgot about this part. Get in the morph ball and boost to get out of the way. You can't tell me what to do, Mom. The only issue I have with this one is that you don't have dual analog stick controller input while you're in ball mode. Which is kind of a necessity, because you have no idea where he is, so you wouldn't know how to dodge. Why would you launch your balls at me? Your Phazon rocks. Big Thardus, big boy. So we throw those at you. You need to find his weak spots with the Thermal Visor. Except when he throws the rocks at you, they also overwhelm the thermal visor like doing that does. And then he does this! And the only way to get away from him is to Morph Ball boost away. Like, thus far, this is the most involved boss fight that we've had in terms of, like, a Metroid puzzle. You have to dodge him. You also have to know the tools that you need to fight. But you're not allowed to just MacGuffin your way through those tools. You have to continue to adapt to the situation. You can't just turn one visor on or the other and hope to win. As you blow off his various weak points for no reason. And they explode! And he has bunny ears. Ha! I actually managed to dodge him that time. Watch me. Okay, there he is. Watch him completely be unable to navigate around it. Hello! Stand back up again. There you go. You did it. I wonder if I'd do this. Yep. And then he drops his rocks instantly. Again. Damn it, I hit his toe. His little hand. I wonder if I should use this beam instead, because it has a tracking element to it. God, I don't want this. Oh, I couldn't change fast enough. I should be able to be sprinting while I'm turning into Morph Ball mode. Like charging the boost ball while I'm getting into the Morph Ball. Alright, is this home? Sort of. And he's still got his hand in the way. It does damage to it, though. Hey, we got it with a stray bullet. Now he's an angry boy. Now he's going to activate his... For some reason, he can control the cold and Phazon. A Phazon Storm? But he doesn't have a weak spot yet. The Phazon Storm just makes it so that you have to use the thermal visor. Except by using the thermal visor, you can still overload it. So that when you break his rocks that he throws at you, or his weak spot, it overloads the visor and you have to go back to using the combat visor. Yeah, see? So the combat, that's over, and then this, I'm just not allowed to see anything. I just have to make a wild guess as to what the hell I'm doing. How about you don't? How about you take a nap? Oh man! I wasted 5 missiles. I wasted 5 missiles again. If they blow up near you... Well... I'm a popsicle. I misjudged when he was going to do his special attack. Alright, we should be good. Nope, it just stays overloaded until we take out his leg. I think after doing the 1 round, he returns to normal. Nope, now we have to kill his bunny ear. As is tradition. Like, he's got a hive mind of Phazon rocks, and he's got enough of sense to make an entire body? I don't get it. You missed. You doofus. Well, good luck with that. That was 3 in a row. How could you do this to me? I got 1 more super missile shot in me. Damn it, damn it, damn it! Oh! I still think you should be able to charge the boost ball as you're getting into the Morph Ball mode. I think there's cutscenes where she does that. Next one? Yep, his other bunny ear. They were the control modules all along. And you're done. And now, I don't have enough missiles to do another super missile run. So we just have to blow it up the old-fashioned way. With regular missiles. But of course. Good night, boy. It was good to know you. What? You're still alive? You're throwing a very large explosion temper tantrum? Oh. Maybe I should have saved my super missiles. Your big center spot is the weak bit now. At least his moveset doesn't change. This is nice. I am very happy with the length of this fight. On normal, he would have died way too quickly. Like, he still loses his bits in one super missile shot, so that's reasonable. He just tried to bitch slap me. Damn it. Have to wait for him to stand still for half a second or try to anticipate where he's gonna be. Like that. And he's doing this again. It's like he doesn't know how to do anything else. Maybe he just doesn't have enough phase-on rocks to spare. He's just out of them. I wonder if you can hit that without locking on. Damn it, I was really hoping I could break that. Oh, shit. I tried to change visors. It's not muscle memory yet. What the hell did I just lock onto? Oh, of course. Change. Yeah, okay. Just, everybody, just line up. Okay, yeah, you can damage it. You can totally free aim him. Ow. That entire rocky boy, and I took, what, like 10 HP of damage? 10 energies. Thardus, stop. Your mother's worried about you. Is he not gonna switch? Does he not go to regular mode? Oh, there he is. Oh, I've got enough missiles for a super missile finale. He's gonna do another big spin, and then probably some more rocks here. Big spin? Nope, right now. Aw. Not the ending he deserved. Michael Bay running away from the explosion. So, okay. My headcanon is that pickup, that very clearly looking like a spider ball ass pickup, doesn't actually look like a spider ball to anyone else but us. And it doesn't really look like that to us, it's just a visualization for the player. But what she sees there is kind of... either she learned from the fight, or she's absorbing the remnant energies of the enemy she just defeated. Because it's thematically appropriate that she's absorbing... oh, all of the pickups disappear if you don't get them fast enough. They fucking despawn. Thardus was clearly using some kind of, like, electromagnetic energies to hold him together. So you learn how to do that to create the spider ball, something that you've known how to do in the past. You just needed some base element, whatever that base element might be. Some tool that you needed to install into your suit that you can't reproduce with just pure energy. But now we have the kick-ass spider the spider ball design. This is so cool, especially after you get the gravity suit and then the phase-on suit. Oh my, the phase-on suit in this game. Oh, what? You can't do it? What the hell? Why is it not... is that an upgrade I need to get later? Or is that... I thought you could boost ball off of a track. Maybe that is something I need to get later. Anyway, which one of these leads out of the building? So that one goes away. That one runs around the outside. We can connect there, so it doesn't matter. And that one also leaves out of the building. And then there's just a little spot over there, which is, I think, it's either it leads to a secret area, or it's just an upgrade from this room. But wave beam on either side, so we can, yeah, we need to go forward, not back the way we came. And then over here is a secret that we can't get to right now. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it's up on top of there. But maybe you need to come in here from a different direction. Wonder if we can scan it from here. No. But we are I keep pressing the wrong button. We are facing directly towards that. Yeah. Up on that ledge is the the secret entrance into the room. And maybe after... No, you don't get screw attack in this game. Oh, grappling hook. That's how you get over there. The double grapple hook. Gotcha. Well, time to continue our adventure. We must use ballistics to move the slightly sticky ball from one sticky to another. And... wave beam once again. I really hope I'm not biting myself in the ass by doing a full playthrough of all of the Metroid games, because it wouldn't be hard for them to do a one-to-one port and put them on the Switch, because of the fact that you could very easily... Oh, so this just goes directly down to Magmore Caverns, but then obviously there's a continuation of this zone up here. But I think, yep, that requires Ice Beam. Yeah, that's white. And I don't know if this goes to Magmore Caverns or not. We'll find out in a second. Yep, Magmore Caverns. Which is the next place we need to go with the spider ball. The controllers can be used with their gyroscopes as pointing devices, as IR pointing devices. So if they didn't want to try to readapt the Prime games into a... Oh, this is near where the pirates are, isn't it? If they didn't want to try to readapt the Prime games onto the Switch so that they played like the GameCube version, or so that they played like a dual analog stick version, what they could do is they could just make it so that you had to use motion controls to control a pointer on the screen with your with the gyroscope of one of the Joy-Cons, which would work. Honestly, it wouldn't be ideal, but it would effectively be the exact same thing as what we're doing right now with the Wii Remote and Nunchuk. So it's not a huge departure from possible reality. Ah, man. I don't have enough super missiles to deal with this room. Alright, here we go. I guess we'll just use a regular. No, actually, I want to use charged Plasmo, because they have the following effect. Damn, 3 hits. And he does the big suicide. I gotta remember the big suicide. Oh, it was only 2 hits. Oh, 2 hits and a bit of change. As long as I don't miss the bit of change. Oh, that was cool. The single shot that I fired that didn't connect just kept circling around him. Good game design. Very good. Currently not receiving power. We gotta do that 3 power button nonsense thing again. We can get up there, but this just, I think, goes to Pirate Land. Shit, what do I do next, now that I have Spider Ball? I know I can travel through Magmore Caverns, but I think that's just to travel through Magmore Caverns, because we're already on the other side of where that Spider Ball track would have gone. Yeah. Oops. So the door I'm looking at right now, I'm pretty sure goes to Land of the Pirates. And the other door is going to go towards the section in here, the couple of big rooms that'll lead back to the Twin Fires Tunnel. So we can get back to the rest of the Magmore Caverns we've already been through. I can't say I remember, though. I also don't remember if I can do this puzzle yet. I want to say that we can at this point in time, because of the nature of the puzzle being lowering the lava temporarily. West Channel door sealed. Yeah. But I also don't remember if you have to have the gravity suit, because you do have to go through the lava. All of the doors are sealed. One of them is necessary in order to start the puzzle. They're all still filled with lava. No, they're not. Okay, here we go. Yeah. See, they're all still filled with lava. Nope. Yep. There's lava on that one, lava on that one, lava on this one. I think the gravity suit lets you have fun in the lava, so I don't want to kill myself quite yet. We'll just have fun. I also want to see the game contrivance as to why I'm not allowed to go have fun with the pirates yet. I don't think that's what we're supposed to do next, so... What's this for? Just a vantage point to shoot the pirates? Seems interesting. Oh, jeez. just realized my shoulder's locking up from letting it just sag in the middle of my lap the whole time. Oh, yeah. This is a power bomb. There's a bunch of rubble in the way. I wonder if they put it there intentionally, too. That'd be pretty funny. So Magmar Caverns will let us go back to the Chozo Ruins, which... Oh, yeah. That's where we go next. We go play with the, we head back to Talon Overworld. Alright, I remember the thread. Puddle Spore. Spin around, boyo. Take a big nap. Nap time. He's not dead. He's just sleeping. You know, it's a kid's game. Nintendo and whatnot. I'm actually surprised that I haven't died yet. I wonder if it's just because the game was not built around the skill. Like, it was not built around being able to free aim. So there's a lot of instances of being able to effectively solve the combat puzzles in a broken way. This room... I don't think we can do this room yet. I know this is the room that later on we get the plasma beam. I think we need the grappling hook before we can get the plasma beam. But once we get the grappling hook, oh man, beeline for that thing. It's the best goddamn anything in this game. It is so good. Oh, I'm sorry to break it to you, but you're in my way. Oh, lock on, please. Up there. There we go. We murdered him. We murdered him in cold blood. There's nothing left of him now. Nope, wrong beam again. All the way back to Talon Overworld. Oh, we can also backtrack this way. Because we couldn't shoot the rock from this side. Wait a second. Is this like way back at the beginning? Can't be. Zoom out. No, those are the bigs. And then Twin Fires is the next room, and then... Yeah, okay. We'll just take the Talon Overworld tunnel. Because we are headed towards... which way would be faster? Now that I think about it. 1, 2, 3, and your head is missing. And we'll knock that down. Yep, we have scanned you already. Which way is faster, actually? So if we jump in that one, we end up in Talon Overworld, and then we can enter through the very beginning section of the Chozo Ruins. If we enter in from the middle elevator... Yeah, we're supposed to go all the way back to the beginning, because the middle elevator has the puzzle that we can backtrack upwards with the, Oh. Whoops. Hold on, let me kill you first before I lower this, so it's a more humane existence for you. You died in combat as opposed to making a mistake. Well, wouldn't that be the... No, because you could die in combat and did everything right. You just weren't as good as your opponent. Or you could have died in combat and you made a mistake. Dude, we would... Combat nowadays would be just completely decimate in entirety the combat of old. Because a bunch of people got drunk. So that you would have both berserker strength, because you couldn't feel anything, and also the ability to just continue to overpower your opponents. You know what? I would rather travel Overworld than continue Magmar Caverns. That's just the mood I'm in. So yeah, like, if you're fighting with all swords and bludgeoning and shit, not feeling pain is probably higher up on the list in order to win any individual combat encounter. But, oh, I can hear the water dripping over there. But nowadays, most combat is decided in an instant. Usually by a bunch of executives deciding where to drop bombs. Or if it's going to be in a one-on-one encounter, it'll be like guerrilla warfare. And whoever has the better hiding spot and vantage point wins, because gun. At which point, the less capable and intelligent you are, the less capable you'll be in the battle in entirety. It's absolutely decided by who's the smartest one. And then again, like, average person versus average person, get them both a little tipsy, and they'll probably actually perform better against one another in a general sword or bludgeoning combat. But if you take somebody who's actually trained and skilled, you wouldn't want to... definitely wouldn't want to get them drunk. Because that would be a big pile of no thanks. Because their entire combat style is not based off of strength, it is based off of skill. And if you just overwrite the skill with the alcohol, they no longer have any advantages. Well, it just goes to show the whole Valhalla. You're doing nothing but drinking, fighting, and fucking in the afterlife. The kind of society that existed at the time. It's admirable in some sense, in some semblances, but there's a reason that it doesn't exist as much in the same fashion anymore. Partying is great, but it is not... It's not capitalistically inclined. Isn't that just the greatest? Benzendenium's a knight. Watch this break from Super Missile. What do you know? He didn't know what he was talking about. Oh man, I was really hoping that I was just gonna like throw out a really terrible shot, and that really terrible shot was still gonna result in the splash damage from the explosion killing him. Like juking him by just shooting the ground at my feet and having more HP than him. Is there a character like that in most... Is that a character archetype in fighting games? Somebody that basically commits suicide in order to win? Or doesn't commit suicide, but most of their attacks are just like... I don't care about collateral damage because I'm beefier than you. But you care about collateral damage because you're lightweight, scrawny, and can easily be overpowered. And your whole benefit is speed. But if I basically remove your ability to be speedy by just having more coverage, I win. A little bit of self-sacrifice is involved. There we go. I don't know how to get the other one that's over there, though. I don't think I need screw attack, but I don't see any other way. Oh, grapple hook. Yep, there's a grapple hook right above me. Gotcha. So now we are headed... Yeah, if we had gone... Yeah, we need to go the long way around to get up there. Had we gone the short way around... No, actually, I don't think we... I always press the wrong one. My brain is always like, alright, which one's the correct one? We can't get up there yet. That's from the grappling hook. That comes backwards, right, through the lava section. Which we don't have access to yet because we don't have that suit. It's just to get a missile expansion. Cute. Anyway, going through here is basically just going to loop us around to get to the elevator so we can go up. Take the elevator to go through here. But we almost... It's faster to go this way. Gotcha. Alright, I'm glad I checked. We gotta make sure we go get that. I think we can now. We'll check it on the way there. In the room that we got our super powerful charge beam that I whiffed. Whiff it harder, Daddy. Jeez, my brain's starting to fall apart. I have not been to the gym since Monday. Generally, the gym is kind of my all-purpose panacea? I've never known how to pronounce that out loud. I've only ever seen it written. I think it's Panacea. But yeah, I've absolutely required it in order to stave away, effectively, depression. Like, I've never been clinically diagnosed with it, but if I don't exercise for about a week at a time and I eat shitty foods, I end up in a position where it definitely feels like I have depression. Undoubtedly just a complete lack of energy and desire to do anything or care about anything. But then sometimes life gets in the way and I can't make it to the gym every night and you start to fall apart. It is nice though. It's a huge motivation to go when you're like, I know that if I go, I'll enjoy the time I spend there and also all of the time I spend out of there afterwards. So why the hell not? It's not that time consuming. You know, it's like paying your bills. It doesn't feel great. You lose a bit of money, but you also get to keep your electricity for the next month. That's basically how it feels. I think... Do we want to go on the bottom one? Might as well check the map. Yep. Going up goes to Flairga. So now we're backtracking through here. Go to the left first and go get whatever that upgrade was in the charge beam room. I think there's also an artifact in there, but we can't get to it. Oh yeah? Is that how you feel? Maybe you shouldn't explode so fast when you run into my balls of plasma. Just a suggestion. I think we'll go to the Chozo Ghosts and we're gonna call the stream good at that point. Yeah, I think in here... Nope. Must be over here then. There we go. So it's not poison water anymore, but we need to get up there, and the only way to do that is with the space jump boots while also not being hindered by the movement of liquid. So we have to at least get the gravity suit before we can even get one of the artifacts. Admittedly, I think the last upgrade you get is the plasma beam. Technically, you get the grappling hook, you can leave, go pick up the plasma beam, and then get the Phazon suit. Actually, that might be the way you're supposed to do it. Shit, I don't remember the order. Or you get the plasma beam on your way back out again after you get the Phazon suit. Either way, they're like the last two items in the game, and they're the items necessary to get a handful of the artifacts. It's just funny to think that the Chozo were so precoggy that they knew exactly at what point I would be done finding all my shit so that I would be all prepared and ready to go do whatever I needed to do in order to get the upgrades that I need. I don't remember this room. I'm glad I waited until now. Maybe this is actually when I'm, like, canonically supposed to wait to come in here. Alright, this one is a sufficiently heavy blast. Why are you wiggling? It might be a power missile, a super power missile. Yep. It's not made of bendenzendium, but it's still dead. Alright, and then there's also whatever the hell the spider ball track leads to. It has its own puzzle that we can go... Yeah. Oh, look, he's so cute. Another one. Cool. Just 2 missile expansions. In a little side room that has no real lore implications. It just looks pretty. It's just the background to the Chozo happenings. This is the radiator. Moderate mechanical activity indicates the machine is still active. Oh, thanks, computer. What an amazing analysis that you have performed. Because this is the first time I'm scanning a spider ball track. Alright. Where's the next save room? This has been fun. I've enjoyed this. I think I'm going to enjoy playing through the rest of the Prime games. It took a bit, but I got used to the waggle stick controller. And the hours for each game progressively gets longer, so it'll probably be like 2 days to finish this game, 3 days to finish the second one, and I don't know, 4 or 5. Hopefully not that much to finish the third one. Then again, the third one's the one that I also have the least amount of experience with, and the second one I've only beaten maybe 3 or 4 times. So, oh boy, I can't wait to figure out how that feels. Give to me your insides. I've just accepted it now. The enemies drop the pickups. It's a game contrivance. Give. That feels really nice, actually, pointing the Wii Remote while holding down the charge beam. As if I'm just, like, beckoning them into me. I'm force-powering themselves into my hand. Cool. Alright, that'll be it for me tonight. I'm not keeping anybody entertained right now, and I'm not physically starting to feel well. Wow, I've only used up an entire 25% of my 2 AA batteries, which are rechargeables, so they don't even have that high of a capacity to begin with. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Also appreciate anybody hanging out on the VODs, too. I'll see you guys next time. This button does the ending of the stream.